for the most part, the first job this quote-unquote group did was fairly dark. Though with payment at least, the group found some solace, now agreeing to escort and guard this Alicia character on her self-stated journey where she really doesn't even know, possibly. The group has set out from the small town they started in and have started moving outwards, perhaps to see more of the world, maybe run into a few old enemies, maybe re-encounter a few old enemies in some people's cases, maybe meet a few new friends, or, just kill some things. Anyways, so it's about, you guys have just left town. It's morning, slowly approaching midday. You had to guess, it's around 9:30.
On the road again.
It quickly dawns on all of you that you have no method of transportation. No, you hitched a ride on one of the caravans that were delivering supplies, such as lumber and other such. A few honeyed words in one of the workers' ears, and you got on.
So I'm going to ask, do I remember how I got to town?
You just woke up in a ditch one day.
All right.
This was just the closest established. This town was just the closest place to it. At least you think.
Wait, where is everyone now?
They're currently walking out. If the map, there should be. A lot of you might be zoomed in too much, but I have a compass.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm fucking zoomed in too far. No. It's just this. I'm using my phone.
No, it's not that it's zoomed in ridiculous. It's just that this map is massive comparatively. I kind of went a bit overboard when I was converting. Yay.
Yay, artwork.
Anyways, so Alicia specifically wanted to go east. Supposedly because she felt going the further north she went, the better chance of finding something.
And she found a group of psychopaths, basically.
Yeah, she's got them on a tight leash. She's paying them. Anyways, you guys make it about a decent bit of distance.
Oops.
Yeah.
So we make decent bit of distance before we got into a tavern. And well, we don't know what people want to build out in the wilds. I mean, that was more of a joke that pointed at Anthony because, last time I was a big brute that he's never met. I purposely caused chaos in a tavern.
So,
I was going to get to you. You guys get about to midday, maybe evening, when you see a figure walking towards you, actually. Seems skinny, a bit on the short side, maybe. Hard to tell. It's at a bit of a distance. Anthony, this is for you. Didn't put anything in the age, size, weight, or height, so I have no idea what I'm working with. But point being,
can I tell?
he's smaller than you, though. Given you, that's not saying much.
He is generally small for his kind, anyways.
So yeah, he's the person's about 2, maybe 1.5 inches smaller than you, Octavius.
Okay.
Seems fairly unassuming. You don't pay much mind to it. The groups pass without any note.
Sorry, you're gonna have to give me a second. I have a child trying to pickpocket me for my headset that's not in my pocket.
That sounds like Gabby, for sure.
I would hope it was Gabby. I only have one kid.
I says, it sounds like something she'd do.
So basically what you said was that my character's supposed to be approaching their group.
And you have to be.
You're not approaching your group, you're passing them, at least to their perspective. You, on the other hand, quickly dart into the woods and wait for the group to get a good distance before slowly sneaking your way through the woods itself.
What is your plan?
You know good marks when you see ones, and while they probably won't give you much, you can probably get a good bid out of them. How you go about it is up to you. All you know is, from a general vibe, the best marks are the smaller woman and the smaller guy. Not the thin one. Something feels off about him, even by your standards. The 2 tall ones, the man whose skin looks like stone, and the woman who looks like she could break all of them if she wanted to. Though, yeah, the guy could too. The skinny guy, he looks unnatural for some reason. Which, given what you are, that's saying something. At the moment, you're managing to sneak by,
6 months. Though?
and since nobody's really paying attention, you manage to do it without arousing any suspicion. Someone dropped. Oh, that's you. Never mind. Eventually,
Yeah, no, the page just refreshed for me.
Eventually, everybody stops. You did have the foresight to change ropes. You do have a few on hand that you use when you want to stalk a target for a long period of time. And the group eventually makes camp. How do you want to try to ingratiate yourself with them to rob them blind?
I would like to slowly come out and offer to play a game of dice with them.
To the rest of you, some random guy just appeared out of the woods.
Can I pull my mace on him?
You can pull the weapon on him, sure.
Yeah, I pull my... wait. What happened to all my stuff?
He hasn't robbed you yet.
I haven't touched anything yet.
Oh no, I had other items other than what I had on me. I just don't have.
You're not hearing what we're saying. I literally haven't touched anything yet.
Oh no, I'm crazy. Sorry. I was looking at my attacks.
Looky, not touchy.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me.
Currently inspecting shiny objects.
Currently am, yeah.
Rather holder of shiny objects.
I pull out my stone mace and aim it at the random individual that just walked out of the forest. Before saying halt.
Anthony. Oh boy, the big guy's really jumpy. This might be a bit harder.
I'm gonna put both my hands up and just be like, "Hold, friend. I only wish to get closer to the fire. It's gonna get cold out soon, I guess."
Anyone want to stop the action I may or may not do next?
Alicia does look at you, Promise, and goes, can we not kill everybody that we meet?
I wasn't going to kill him, just to do him.
Given your size, I don't think the two are all that exclusive from one another. No offense.
I'm gonna look at him and just be like, "You remind me of somebody that headbutted one of my friends to death on accident before."
Oh God.
Are you talking to Alicia, the woman that just talked down Brahma from beating you?
No, I'm talking to Eric's character because that's something that he's done to an NPC for.
Oh no, I was going to throw a piece of burning log at him.
Oh, sure, that's real different.
Like, here, have a bit of fire for yourself. Oh, what spells? Just looking it over, trying to remind myself stuff quick. All right.
Cats will still fight. It's part of
Oh. Okay, so guess I'm the only one, technically speaking.
Yeah, apparently so far you're the only one that wants to deal with me at all.
The rest, you just kind of give him a...
any other wounds, and I'm less
Everybody roll
suspicious, like, about
perception. No, wait, it would be investigation checks.
doesn't have any bruising around the area.
All right, investigation.
Ras, roll either a deception or persuasion, depending on how you want to try and approach them, or how you want to make yourself just appear to them.
With abscesses, you get
16.
tissue.
Well, shit.
I pick.
It seems to look like this
It wouldn't be perception since we're trying to perceive.
Okay, just to be on the sake of being nice, Ross, you get advantage on this because from the looks of it, these guys aren't really that attuned to the weirder parts of the world. Or rather, they're not that used to noticing it. No, I know. I'll get to you, but I want to give him a fair shot at this.
Didn't he roll 2 once?
Okay. Jesus.
Wait.
Toki? Okay, yeah, you rolled 12. All right, so to all of you except Promise, you get the sense that this guy seems a bit shifty. He doesn't look like he's going to pull a knife on anybody, but he's definitely eyeing a few items around the fire. Nothing expensive, just random things.
I just gotta keep an eye on him.
Okay. Azrael and Delilah. Hey, new friend. Octavius.
Octavius gets a silent email.
Silent email thing, and something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong.
Roll history. Or just roll a straight intelligence.
Oh,
Hello?
You've definitely met him in this day.
It came home with you.
so I'm going to do a just at the couch.
You've met him today. Or seen him today. Not sure where, just you've seen him somewhere today.
Am I allowed to cast like one single spell?
You haven't cast any spells today, have you?
No, I have not, as far as I know. Because
Then, yeah, no, you haven't.
all right,
I remember my solution to beating last mission was having you hit it with a rock until it died, which frustratingly worked.
okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, the last session was literally me punching myself in the face because you got the kill.
Wow. Oh, I am going to just cast at level 1 Ozil Element and stick my hand near the fire.
Okay, Ross, the gray guy, just stuck his hand in the campfire.
Well, I see you all have intricate talents. You get any gold doing that?
I get gold for gold for hitting people hard when it's necessary.
Me, I help people find things.
He definitely can find things. If you want to try to get more, roll a. Oh God, what would it be again? Yeah, roll insight if you want to try and figure out more. He's definitely telling the truth. And you have no reason not to believe him.
I'm gonna try rolling a. I'm gonna try rolling perception and see if I can't notice anything strange about him.
All right, you can do that.
Natural 20.
He's something, you can't pinpoint it, but something just feels distinctly inhuman about the guy.
And I'm just gonna for the just and giggles do a nature check.
Specifically for you, it might be something in the tone of his voice. What it is, you can't really pinpoint, but something about the way he talks just puts you off. Not enough to open.
Biting into them asses hard.
No, not that much, but we're not going down that cliche, damn it.
No, I think he's talking about the distinctive lack of emotion that they are all renowned for.
Or rather, the sort of conveyance of too much emotion in this case. As since you've lived in a human village, it's more you had to overcompensate.
Okay.
So for
Can I try intimidating?
So he sounds like a dick. Got it.
no, not a dick. It's more just
Narcissist.
there's just no matter what he says, no matter how he says it, there's just always something a bit off about how he does it. From the greeting to even just him telling the truth, there's always a slight sense of insincerity with it, even if he's not meaning to.
Sarcasm.
What are you trying to persuade of him?
I'm going to look at him and be like, so, any of you want to play dice?
That would just be a question. You wouldn't really be trying to persuade us.
Well, that's if any. It's more he's trying to get you into a situation he likes. A lot of you really want to play dice. I mean, nothing really happened.
I want to do a wisdom save, I guess.
Insight would be what you need to roll if you want to try to see through it.
All right. I don't see. I'm going to try one more time because I already know this. There's something wrong.
No, you don't get advantage on this. You know, you might not be trustworthy, but you really want to play dice.
Huh. Oh, I do have an element stored. I do have the fire stored up, so if anything does happen, I'm just gonna smack him once.
That only lasts 6 seconds.
Actually, it lasts until my next melee attack.
It says
So-
duration 1 round. 1 round is 6 seconds.
You have resisted the trigger damage. Also, the first time you hit with the melee damage, you're on your next turn.
Yeah, so it only lasts one. It lasts one turn.
Yeah, it ends up being 3.
Yeah. Then on the next turn.
So you just tried some really
Good job.
next level attempts to
At least
intimidate, and it did not work.
He's not about it.
Yeah, I was reading the spell, and the first time you hit with a melee attack, the next turn you target
Guess
takes
who isn't eating this
an
biscuit?
extra 1d6 of damage of the triggering type, and the spell ends.
So, Brian,
Sitting there.
Yeah.
She didn't get
after a
up.
few rounds of dice with him, I want to ask him, so, would you like to make a wager?
And you've been playing dice, and you've won at least 2 of the 6 rounds you guys played together. And you're asked if you want to make a wager. You can certainly try. Again, you can certainly try to keep an eye on it, but he might be too wily for you.
Yeah, I say no, since he's not trying to persuade us of anything. There's been no rolls done.
Oh no, you can still accept if you want.
I'm not accepting it. I don't make wagers. I don't really have much to wager anyways. That would be of interest.
All right. Says no.
I just want to point out that the really tall chick has been arguing with the other chick this whole time.
Oh yeah. There's also the wait. You're arguing with Alicia or the doll?
The doll.
Yeah, that argument kind of goes on in the background. Alicia's sort of enraptured with the game as well.
I'm trying to break it off.
So Azrael, you're not really occupied with the game. You're more occupied with trying to keep them from killing each other. Ras, who are you trying to persuade this time?
I'm going to try and, just broadly goad one of them into making a wager.
And I'm going to probably have to roll insight, aren't I?
No, you've already backed out. So the other two, Octavius and Alicia, are going to have to make insight checks to avoid this.
Ew.
Okay.
Alicia says, "Oh, that as well, but I'm no good at these kinds of games." Octavius, I believe you might be better suited to it.
Meant to only rolled out once. I'm gonna see if I can shift my 2 sets of dice around to make sure that the first
Okay,
shush.
Ross rolled
Nick.
sleight of hand. Octavius rolled perception. Something gets in your eye for a few seconds. Ross, you take it. Ross, that's because you kicked up the dust.
Can I
Like
can I roll
suddenly-
perception to see if I notice it?
Oh no, you lost interest in this game.
I'm still watching it though.
What do I?
Roll perception with disadvantage then, because you're not really riveted on it.
All right, with disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. I swear, if I get a better roll than him, I'm gonna be laughing.
Alicia just kind of looks to you and whispers, "Is he supposed to switch the dice out?" She kind of whispers under her breath.
It's just don't question it. Let's see how
Yeah,
much.
promise. To be fair on your part, you have no idea. Most of the times, people just keep extra sets of dice because the people playing at the bar are just too damn drunk to remember where they threw them. So keeping extra sets of die is kind of standard for you, so you don't know. And Alicia's, well, she's never played a game, any kind of leisurely game in her life, so she doesn't know either.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let's see how much we can get him to lose.
Yeah, Ross, you kind of were sweating bullets because you noticed those two sort of noticed your play, but when they didn't say anything, whew.
Well,
All right.
no, I'm swapping my dice out so that they get the loaded dice for a few rounds to kind of boost their confidence and distract
The
them.
point being is that they noticed you switched to the die.
Yeah, I get that part of it. I'm just making sure that you know that my character's giving them the loaded dice right now.
Yeah, okay. So Octavius, you get this set of die that the guy hands you. Yeah. You start rolling and you start winning. Oh man, this is great.
I roll my eyes and just
And then we attempt to turn the tables.
In a flash move, Octavius, you suddenly start losing badly. Given that you actually betted a good bit of money on this, and
Did you say you went downstairs? What'd you do with them?
you lose 10 gold. Granted, you only need to subtract 5 because you had managed to rob him blind of the 5 gold he originally had. But point being, you lost everything you had won from him. Ross, you also know that it's good to cut your losses now. So after you win back 10 of it,
Shrimp in it?
that 10, well, for you, you just add 5 to you. You know to cut your losses. And no one's the wiser. Octavius, on your part, and you should have quit while you were ahead. You almost bet the letter, actually, just to try and get the money back. You're very impulsive, and the wax looks like it might be expensive.
Do I see this letter?
You did see it momentarily. You specifically saw the seal. Now it's interesting because you sort of recognize it.
I'm just asking for background reasons.
Yeah, no, you recognize it, and I'll tell you after the session why, but yeah, remind me to tell you why, but you recognize the seal on the wax, but you decide against telling him about it because that might just raise questions as to your past. And the less questions it's only because the two stories converge, and also because you rolled really badly, and otherwise you would not have considered betting the letter. If you had gotten anything, if you had managed to actually beat him on his sleight of hand, you would have immediately caught on, and you would have. Yeah, so you got desperate, but luckily he cut it off before you put that on the line. So, Ross, you're 5 gold richer, and no one's the wiser.
I'm gonna look around and be like, so why are you guys even out here?
Octavius, you're kind of just pouting in the corner. Alicia's, we're traveling, actually. I am a priestess of Drothan, and these are my bodyguards.
I muted myself. I feel great.
And with that, you watch the doll suplex the really tall lady.
Yeah, you hear this like as you look over, and the doll is just like bent over backwards with her hands clutched around the other woman's waist.
Those two always like that.
Mr. Azrael, are those two always like that?
Very much so.
Apparently so. My name's Alicia. I don't believe we were introduced.
My name's Ross. So, if two of
And
your
she's extended a
bodyguards are-
hand out in like sort of a handshake.
I shake her hand, but as I'm doing it, I look over at those two and I'm like, if two of your bodyguards are this distracted at this time, you might need an extra pair of eyes.
Octavius, no!
Oh,
It's like she wrestles for your arm to pull the rapier down. Literally or figuratively?
Oh,
Sure, roll sleight of hand. Ross, roll perception.
I'm
Do you want,
gonna wait for that.
do you want me to roll it for you? Or can you do it? Ugh.
Percept.
I can do it. I just, for some reason, have to hit the button 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, Ross, it's like, oh, god damn it. Still?
I'm gonna like smile back at him and be like, well, it's a good thing that I wasn't talking about you being distracted in the first place now, isn't it?
Yes, now can we please put down our weapons?
Can I pick up Octavius by the head?
Yeah, roll strength.
What is it?
Octavius, you can test this grapple. He's picking you up by the head.
By the head.
Oh wait, let me actually roll that. Let me redo that with
He's
normal.
like
I
nearly
am-
7 feet.
Oh. I got
Yeah,
I did
7'5".
I did disadvantage by accident. Now let's just try to do it right.
No, yeah, you got a 16.
Okay. You would roll. I think it would be. I'm trying to think.
acrobatics or athletics.
Should be strength or dex.
Well, you're not gonna
Acrobatics
have
or
to-
athletics?
If we were rolling athletics, that'd be definitely better than 16.
Chewy delivers for free. So unbox and save today. Take 20% of your first order. Shop online at chewy.com.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. With Octavius,
Yeah, no, you got him, even with the 16. Octavius, you're just kind of flailing there.
I sit him down. Don't threaten people, and just sit him down. Set him down like a safe distance away, where his rapier can't threaten him as much. Oh my god, I played a barbarian way too well. I'm right here. No, like just put you further, not moving, not walking away, but putting you further.
Anyways, as I was saying, if you need
I
an
could
extra
break
pair
them
of
anyways.
eyes, I'm always in always in the mood for another job.
So it's her choice. If she wants more bodyguards, they say. or as not, as I say.
What are your qualifications?
Ezreal got tired of the fight and just walked up behind him. What are your qualifications? That sounds like something Azrael would do.
You have a resume.
Azrael, meanwhile, you're trying to keep Munieka from going after Delilah again. So you're a bit occupied.
So, what was her name again? Keep hearing it. I keep not registering it.
Yeah, Brian, if you've responded to Ross offering his services, I didn't hear what you responded with.
So, Ross, you're presented with this situation. Alicia pipes up. If you are willing, we can possibly work out an arrangement with pay.
Or you can literally just.
Ignore that. I was busy scrolling around.
Oh.
I was literally just looking at everything. In case somebody had rolled something while I was on Discord.
I'm gonna do intimidation, or he could just work for us for free. Okay.
What do I need to roll against that?
That'd be a wisdom, I believe. Is everything.
Insight to avoid intimidation.
I feel like this is gonna work really well for you. Yep.
That's because insight's one of the few things that I am proficient in. So I have a +4. Ross just looks at him. I don't work for free.
Oh.
Though I will help for now, and we can flush out the details later.
This is a extremely hard part of your job, especially when you're dealing with.
So we have a new person with us.
I could care less if we had 100 people.
Mm,
I wish the outcome was different, but we did our job. We were able to locate him.
And as a sign of goodwill,
Where he is.
I'll give your friend his gold back.
Friend is a strong word.
Very
More like person I mercilessly taunt.
Dad said he had a lot of demons.
The family has closed.
It's one of those groups.
If you or someone you know.
So I'm gonna toss the 5 gold back at Mark's character.
1-800-273-TALK.
This program features real-life events.
well,
Discretion is advised. Individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty.
So this group consists of 2 people going home. One's searching for something.
The concert
One's going back to the temple. Walker and
You killed a deer.
Sam.
That you're a great ass.
preserve the resources
I'd
There's a
say
stalker
that
around here.
and serve the citizens.
I'd say that sums up our group fairly well.
Keep going. We will right here.
Well, if you guys don't mind, I think I'm gonna go take a look around, make sure there's nothing nearby.
Then I'll join you with that. Still not trusting him. I say it a very untrusting way. In other words,
Whatever floats your boat.
All right, so everybody around the campfire except for Prometh and Ross.
What's hidden?
Yeah, that's sort of the border of the open area because you guys sort of came to a clearing where the road sort of opened up. Sort of there's like a campsite to the side of the road.
Give me 1 second.
Delilah is sitting there with a look of defeat on her face as the doll braids her hair.
Wait, we have the doll with us now?
The doll's always been with us.
Oh. Like, this is the doll I'm thinking of from, like, Dark Souls. Or Bloodborne, I should say, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's the doll that I argue with all the time. That came but didn't bring the gun, apparently. So I was blamed for the gun, and I've been arguing with her about that the whole time.
Oh. I'm still going to be in chat. I'm just going to be walking away from my computer for a second because there's a strange smell in my house.
Is it you?
No, I showered recently, so it can't be me. So,
All right, so Prometh and Ross both roll.
Promise walked away.
roll for me real quick, if you don't mind.
Got it. Ross, roll perception, unless you already did.
Yeah, he rolled insight and perception.
Right?
All right, I'm
So
back.
that's Prometh.
What did I get?
Brian, what do I see?
You got it.
All right, so Ross, a large group of individuals has been loitering about in the in the tree line.
That they were what?
It comes up to the truck and all the doors. Oh, there's
Upon closer inspection, goblins.
I was like, look at this.
Goblins, you say?
They don't seem to think you've noticed them yet, as they're still like loitering about.
Ooh, treats. There's treats in there. I don't have treats.
That's perfect because I speak a goblin.
Guy Huntington was just running around barking and right on my foot to get the treat. And he felt pretty threatened by him. My main goal
Please don't. Whatever you do, don't do what I think you're going to do. Don't make those annoying sounds you make.
What?
Right, sound. I'm gonna try to make goblin. Your goblin voice is too good. Don't.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm still listening, just not. If I don't talk, just don't mind.
Let's see. Passive perception is
17.
I'm just going to mark it down that I told you that you keep it in the woods. We have issues again, then.
And I hope they're all downwind, or I would be able to smell them.
Wouldn't my barbarian escort get a little nervous about the fact that I'm trying to hide?
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, Ross, what can you do?
I said I was trying to see if I could break line of sight with those goblins.
I don't know they're there.
I don't think so, because I got a 19 in perception.
Well, I'm back to my computer, so.
I got an 8 on the stealth roll, though, Brian.
I'm very. Frubius is very confused on why this weird person is trying to hide.
I'm sure even the blindest goblin probably has a passive perception higher than 8.
So, you try to go stealth. They notice.
And I noticed, I'm pretty sure everyone on the world.
Yeah, no, Ross, you're kind of off in this case. They still notice.
I
try again.
I asked, why the hell are you trying to hide?
I just look over and I'm like, shh, goblins.
Really? Goblins? Where?
Don't worry about it. I can handle this.
So can I.
Everything seems to check out.
And then we found them both dead.
All right, you try again. This time, the goblins.
I'm so bad.
The goblins still notice you.
I'm gonna try one more time and then say screw it.
The goblins don't notice you this time. You dart into the tree line and sort of become invisible against the trees. You're gonna need a token for this, dude. Unless you want me to just give you a snake.
Oh, what?
You want me to just give you a snake token for now?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Because we're about to do combat stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna try and see if I could confuse the hell out of them before we started combat.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh no. I was gonna in Goblin try and impersonate one of them and tell them that there was more people behind them.
All right, you can do that.
What is that? Deception or performance? Since I'm trying to
That'd be
imitate one of
performance.
them.
Yeah, it would be performance.
Okay.
I have a feeling they believe me.
They do.
Shark do 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 shark do 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 do.
You actually
Sorry,
don't know what
we're-
you said in Goblin for a second, then you realize you just said there's a shark behind you, and they all just panicked and ran in.
The point is, though, they should be distracted now.
Oh yeah, no, they all like dart in.
What spells do I know?
So everybody roll initiative.
So initiative. Do I just click in it? I've never had to roll initiative before. Do I just roll initiative?
One of them just runs sort of right next to you and readies a crossbow.
Pass 2.
Oh,
Shit.
let me.
Starting this game off strong, fellas.
Well, this is normal for me, actually.
I would just like to say that, unfortunately, I can't see the token. Because I
It's
can't
outside the
scroll,
line.
I can't scroll the map. I can only scroll everything else.
We won our roulette.
There's one to your immediate left or right. I don't know how this map is facing.
It'll be left.
Yeah, but you see how he's standing though, so it should be his right.
It's heading towards the tool things with the rulers and all that. That direction. How about that?
Yeah, it's on the left-hand side of the map to your character's right.
Damn, those goblins are fast.
Did nobody
Four
hear
of
me?
them are faster than me.
Yeah,
Okay, then no.
You got an 18. There's only like
Yeah, I did, but the issue is I can't
Two of
scroll the
them
map, so I
faster.
can't select my token to put the 18 on the initiative order.
I can do it for you. All right, so first up,
Crap, did I tie with one of those midgets?
yeah,
one of them got a nat 20 as
the
well.
one
so-
right next to you, oddly.
So who goes first?
You guys are gonna roll a dex check when it happens.
All right.
Please don't turn that on. It just makes everything complicated. Turning on the stupid thing, the tiebreaker.
For this is Alicia for now.
You should just let
That's
us
too
roll
many
dice and be
numbers.
done with it. It's literally one dice roll.
Okay.
One sec.
So, what the heck am I looking at? Okay, I gotta go. Oh, Brian, you know what to do. I'll probably be back real soon.
Right before we start combat.
All right, so First up is a goblin. It's going to take out the crossbow, and it's going to shoot at you, Ezreal.
It's gonna be present.
Short bow, not crossbow. Never mind. $13.
It's a miracle. It misses.
All right. Octavius.
Who wants to hear something sad? That would have hit me.
$14.
We are so weak.
Hits you for 6. Actually, no, it's half to 3. The swords are blunted. In fact, it almost looks like the scimitar in its hand is about to
guys,
fall
we're being
apart.
attacked with enlarged butter knives.
It's sort of like that. It still hurts. It's almost like it's just blunt force trauma instead of actual slashing damage. Essentially. No, it's meant to be a sword. It's just,
Too dull.
it's just not.
So it's more ripping than
So-
slashing. Got it.
Ross, you're up. For reference, you're in the tree. You're among the tree line, and there's a goblin like panicking and cowering right next to you.
I have a question. If I roll... It sounds stupid, but I want to try and roll stealth to see if I can slit his throat without the others knowing.
First, you're gonna have to roll to attack.
That's hit die.
Yeah, roll with advantage because you are catching him unawares.
That was horrible.
Yeah, roll one more time. You know what? For some reason, this one isn't wearing any armor. Just like
Wait,
cloth
goblins
clothing.
have armor?
Yeah,
They just run
leather.
around in loincloths like
No,
dummies.
they got leather on, but this one doesn't. This one has like a lot more ranged weaponry.
So he's
got
not
like a
expecting
few-
to get...
Yeah, he's not expecting to
Anyone?
get up and close, so that hits. Roll damage.
She was laying on the floor.
She wanted Dad to pet her.
Sorry, I had to look at the list because I had actually prepared like individual notes for each of these guys. No, just okay, let me click. 6, roll your sneak attack.
Snicker.
Sneak attack's an extra, what, 1d6?
Yeah, your sneak attack should just be a 1d6 right now. Wait. Yeah, your sneak attack's a 1d6. All right, you kill it. Roll stealth to see if you can slit the throat. You behead the thing.
Without so much as a peep.
Yeah. You behead the thing without it even screaming.
It doesn't even realize it's dead yet.
It is dead.
That's what the little turd gets for tying with me on initiative.
Delilah, you're up.
This is my turn. This is my turn. I draw my scimitar, drawing it across my hand to activate the right damage.
Cover fire.
Done that before.
What were you doing?
I just took the
Oh.
damage to activate my right damage. And Mr. Smartass over here who taking pot shots is
You don't roll with
Not hit.
advantage. Yeah, no, they did not hit.
It's just
They were
rolls
just-
like that. That is my turn.
There we go. All right. This one's going to rush Alicia. Jesus. Where was this kind of thing with the vampire or the badass enemies?
Waiting for a pathetic goblin, apparently.
All right, it rolls.
This goblin really wants the booty right now.
8.
Like I said, he really wants the booty right now.
All right, 1 second. I gotta add her in because. No, I didn't think he'd get. I didn't think you guys would let her get attacked. All right, she'll immediately go.
I mean, technically, I didn't let her get attacked. I killed the guy near me.
Regardless, she takes 8 points of damage. All right, next. This one's bum rushing you, Delilah. Okay, that's more like my rolling. Just completely whiffs.
Stabs himself on it.
Next, this one's going to turn around and strike at you, Promise.
Oh, man. I could just see that the goblin drops his sword, accidentally steps on it, have mobility next turn.
No, it's like it drops the sword. It's like just picks it up again and looks at you nervously. Promise, I'm assuming 7 doesn't hit. Now we're back in my strike zone.
Promise not here, remember?
Oh, well, yeah, no, it doesn't hit. Azrael, you're up.
Got a job to do. Didn't 3 of us fight?
I think it's funny that 2 of my favorite people to play with play barbarians.
Plus 3.
Well, no. Oh,
Plus 3. Yeah, then Plymouth is 7-2. Promise. Not a turn order either.
oh, he didn't even roll.
He did roll. He got a 7 as well.
All right, so Azrael, you're up.
There he is.
That actually does hit, surprisingly. And you immediately cut the head off. Dies a screaming death. Just
Do not put the weak guy in melee combat.
just whisper from the background. No, you're doing it too loud.
Octavius, you're up.
With the way Mark says it, I imagine him just like nonchalantly taking a step and shivving this man.
Shit.
That hits. Roll
Is that
damage.
even a question mark?
No.
It's a goblin, little damage, little people.
The one on its left is going to try and hit you. Well, what was your bonus? What was it?
Well, what are they? We may let you get hit, but we will heal you afterwards.
Who are you healing? The priestess. Big difference. Yeah, she heals 3. Or
Religious
5.
person.
All right. Next up, this one. Going after you again, Delilah. Oh, my bad. 1 sec. Well, that wouldn't... Shit.
Let me
1 sec. You're feeling a bit weird now, making me remember that, huh?
Get shivved.
You take 4. All right, that one rolled a 6. I'm assuming that doesn't hit you, Delilah. And no, that one's actually sharp. Somehow. Also, this one seems a bit more dressed up than the others. It's wearing bits of metal.
So he found their captain.
Possibly. Alicia's up.
very exciting.
Meanwhile, as tension builds,
She is targeting this one. Definitely hits.
4d6.
5. She cast it at level 2.
Well, that goblin's fucked.
Okay, that thing actually survives. Barely. She chunks off one of its arms.
that goblin's just running around right now like, I am the captain now.
It's like, I am the captain now, and then his arm gets shot off.
You can be captain. I just want to
That's what the captain's like, I'd rather not have a boat at all.
It's like, I'm not the captain anymore. That ends her turn. This one's gonna strike at you, Octavius.
Missed.
9.
9?
Sorry about that. I had to go eat lunch, my dinner with my family.
Oh, okay. I'll just take over for you.
I had to. I disappeared for that reason alone. I told you to take
Okay.
over.
All right. So, the rest of you. Prometh, you're surrounded by a few of these guys. Ross, it's your turn. Do you want to... Okay, so...
Oh, I only have one question.
Yeah?
How far am I from the injured one that is now missing a limb? And am I still holding the head from the other one?
Did you want to be holding the head?
Hey, anything can be used as a weapon. If I get to chuck a head at a goblin, it's fine.
It's that weird circle thing right below the...
It's the
right below
upside down cube.
Yeah. You're about 20 feet from it. You'd have to sacrifice stealth, though, because you're walking like right out into the middle of this.
I said I'm planning to throw a head at him. I don't have to move for that, do I?
You're going to sacrifice stealth. So roll a ranged attack.
Why are you worried about sacrificing stealth? You can use stealth as a bonus action.
I'm not. So ranged attack with an improvised weapon, that'd be a 1d4 without proficiency.
That'd be it for damage. First roll ranged attack plus dex.
Yay.
And it's like, the head's too malleable to actually cause damage. So really, you're just doing this to screw with him. You barely hit. Octavius, like, you're facing this guy down. You're, like, clutching this wound on your side that's sort of this... You're holding this, like, blunt force wound as you suddenly you hear this... As you just look, and you hear this, like... As you see this object thump into the back of the goblin with no arm's head... You, like, look back, and it looks back with you, too, and it's the head of another goblin. Frozen in this expression of pure terror, and the face slightly caved in from the impact.
I think these guys have sufficiently gotten a little more terrifying.
Yeah, it's like, they're definitely unnerved by that. Goblins are not the most...
Psychological warfare.
Yeah, goblins are not the most... shall we say,
brave,
psychologically sound bunch. It doesn't take much to scare the crap out of them.
Let alone being told there's a shark behind you, running into a fight that you were supposedly prepared for, and then having a head hit you in the back of your head.
Yeah, no, that's...
Nurturing them.
Well, I figure if I scare them enough, at least one of them might live.
Well, if what I plan to do goes well, most of them are probably going to live.
Anyways, is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, I used my bonus action to try and hide. It didn't go well.
All right. So...
So, whose turn is next?
So, you good? Is that all you want to do is throw the head, or do you want to try tossing the body too?
Can I do that? Would that be
certainly try
to actually do damage?
Roll a ranged attack roll. Let's see.
This is the moment when you realize your character has tunnel fighter and it has ran off in the other direction.
Oh, I forgot I get Sentinel again.
At the very least, at least I'm terrifying them more.
If the body leaves the forest.
It should be good enough to at least land somewhere within their little band of retards.
Baby shark do 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 baby shark do 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 do.
All right, that doesn't hit. But Octavius, a few seconds after that hit, and you start to feel what was your dinner start coming up. The body flops down next to the goblin. The headless, still bleeding body.
So,
At
Is he
this
still
point, it's
clutching the crossbow, or did he drop that?
it was a short bow, but
I know you said one of them had a crossbow.
you're not going to quit?
this one had a bunch of stuff strapped to its back. So the one you threw had a bunch of stuff strapped to its back. So you don't know.
I don't know what he may or may not have dropped right next to me.
No, he dropped a short bow right next to you. He
Yeah.
might have had a crossbow on him.
I know.
You don't
Okay.
know.
You don't know now because you threw it. You threw the body into the field or into the open, away from you.
And have sufficiently probably made at least one of these goblins urinate themselves.
So,
That hurts
So
bad.
anyways-
I don't need to show more.
you said,
See?
here's what I'm going to
Is that
do.
it?
And then you stop talking.
Yeah, because you waved your hand at me, so it's like you just.
I'm sufficiently
didn't
satisfied
dismiss
with
you.
my
I said-
horror show for right now.
I thought he rolled a 7s.
All right.
So that's to dismiss.
What's your big plan?
But one of my big plans is resign in October and then ask to be reinstated in April.
So
And then I'll be paying less
That's-
than I was paying before.
after that horrifying display, Delilah, you're up.
Why? Because of your
Whee!
Also, I found a way to keep both apps open at the same time.
Are they going to let you do that?
I don't know, but there's nothing that says I can't do that.
Doesn't hit.
All right, bonus action tunnel fighter. Let's do
Unless
this
they
shit.
say they won't reinstate you.
They don't reinstate.
Isn't that when they?
He's probably only got like 1 HP left.
That one?
No, these two that are right next to me have full health. I just can't hit them.
Bylaws are written the only way they can. Is
They're too small and too fast. I'm too tall.
You're like, I'm not squatting to hit you guys. Just kick them next time. Punt one of them into the other one. Should work fine.
Mandy, what are you
Well,
doing?
now they can't run away from me. Not while I'm in tunnel fighter.
You would trap the people I'm trying to make pee themselves and run away.
All right.
Hey, we're only level 2. I don't get to the meat of my archetype until level 3.
Yeah, no, that's when things are getting nuts for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty much already as good as I'm gonna get. The only difference is I'll add more dice later.
All right, so next up,
I wonder what David You're gonna do
The goblin that I think you just
That I swung at, yeah.
ten
No.
doesn't hit.
He has 0 income.
Not at all, kind sir. Not at all. Why is Alicia attacking me?
All right, so that doesn't hit.
Nope, not at all.
One
Mister,
sec,
not
gotta
at
turn
all.
off Alicia.
She's apparently had enough of your Jeff Dunhamry over in the corner.
Next up is the one by Prometh. Does 13 hit you, Prometh?
That's a different deer. I don't see any other holes in it. After I put the deer down,
I think he's officially disappeared again.
to see if it was the deer that
He was arguing with somebody in the background.
we're gonna pick this up and get it out of here.
This might be my first character that doesn't secure a kill in the whole first part of the campaign. Because she can't hit shit.
Okay, so next one. Azrael, you're up.
The PD's gonna take that action.
Why is my computer always freezing?
Truck's gonna come far out of here. And I'm gonna go meet up with these hunters and see what
I'm gonna do Ultra's last to the one in front of me.
All right, roll attack. That hits. You hit it hard, but it doesn't go down.
Damn, that's not funny.
Next up, Octavius. Mark.
Camel.
Back of opportunity.
Mark, you there? That for damage? All right, so you're gonna hit, you realize you're hitting around you. Um, 15, 14. Yeah, so both of them brace. Did you disengage or?
Nope.
No, but this one was still engaged with you. No, you can take an attack of opportunity. Knowing my rolls, you probably won't get hit.
It was amazing. He got his car. He's got the dog out of the car.
No, he wasn't killed.
And he goes, and the dog like wiggled.
All right, so do you want you can revoke your action and try something else.
I want to go to work. So he put this collar on her, and she just like, he's like, all right, ready? And she's like, yes. And he goes, search. And she just takes off. She's looking for shell casing.
You really aren't catching any breaks here.
I'll make a
Delilah,
burger.
you suddenly feel inspired for some reason.
Right, taste treat. Go live.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, hell will break loose now.
All right, so that misses entirely. Next up, the one-armed goblin. Rolling with disadvantage because it recently lost an arm. 8.
And got slapped with dead body parts.
Yeah. Next up, Delilah. This one's gonna hit you.
Oh, I went upstairs. Could you tell me what it is?
Goblin.
Oh, what the number
It's a
is?
14.
14.
Doesn't hit.
All right.
Martha,
Alicia's
go
up.
get your dog right now. Hey!
Meanwhile, in the land of Eric,
She's gonna run around and misses.
you know what I could see Eric doing that you should try if he doesn't come back? See if you can get his character to pick up 2 goblins and just slam them into each other lethally.
Isn't he with us right now?
So this goblin is gonna attack you, Octavius.
Brian, out of character, I have to ask, have I sufficiently scared these goblins to the point where they just don't want to fuck with me?
They don't know who
What
threw
is
the
this
bodies, but they know if they ever find the source, they do not want to mess with that person.
I have to ask, has any goblin left my space yet? Or are they both just standing there still?
It looks like they're both still just standing there waiting for a pummeling.
Thank you for coming.
Okay. Oh, you're back? All right, so 20 hits. Octavius, you take 3 points of damage.
Why didn't you?
All right. Ross, you're up.
We never stopped looking.
Give me 1 second. I need to look something up real quick. All right. What? How far am I from the nearest goblin that isn't, about to die?
So, Ross, yeah, you're up. You're currently still in the woods.
That's I just asked you how far am I from the closest goblin that's not low on health.
Sorry. 15 feet.
All right. I would like to use 5 feet of movement and then hit them with poison spray.
Okay, let me pull up yours so I can check what poison spray is.
It says they have to pass a Constitution save or take 1d12 damage.
What's your DC?
I actually don't know. Because I'm not a spellcaster. And it's a conjuration spell, but it's not really like I'm casting something. I'm just biologically hurling venom at this person's face.
Yay, venom.
Just basically hawking a loogie at him.
Oh, charisma is your spellcasting ability for all of these spells.
All right.
If I remember
8
right,
plus proficiency plus your modifier.
Yeah, so 8 plus 2, so 10, 14. It does not succeed. Roll damage.
Okay, can someone confirm they actually hear me or not?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
Leave the cat alone, dog. You're annoying her, and that's why she's meowing.
Brian.
Yeah?
I did 10 points of damage.
All right, not dead. Though poison does pockmark its flesh. As Pramith, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna, if you'll give me a second, get back to my computer.
Yeah, no, don't even bother telling me the results of that. I already know it's not very effective.
Can you put a trash bag in there for me?
I've been loving people and doing for people. It's one thing to love somebody, but it's another thing for somebody to love you back. They didn't love me.
Heart failure before treatment get tested for TB.
I ain't never felt that before.
I'm trying to get back to my computer right now. Don't worry, I'll be there soon. All right. So sorry about that. Keep getting interrupted. Keep getting like people banging on my door and everything. As my action, I grabbed one goblin. I tried grabbing one of the goblins by the head. Because Anthony has great ideas, so he may not admit it once in a while. Okay, y'all can hear me again, right?
Yep.
All right, I take one goblin and grab it by the head, or leg, I should say. If I want to do this, I got to do it properly. So that'd be Athletics. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't mean to click it twice.
God damn.
And I'm
My
looking
only
those.
question is this Eric's moment of killing goblins by slamming them into each other?
All right, so
Just
Promise,
here, Eric. I'm gonna beat you.
you
to death
pick
with your
two of
friend.
them up. You pick which ones do you want to pick up? The armless guy and the other one?
I pick the one. I pick one of them up. I pick.
You picked both of them up
I picked both. Okay.
because those counted as 2 rolls.
All right. I meant to only click it once, but that works. I picked the armless, not the armless. I picked the one closest to me up. The if I can actually just. I'm trying to actually remember how I want to do this. Draw shape.
I'm not ninja.
I want to pick this guy up right here.
Yeah.
And this guy right here. And to start and smack them into each other hard. What do you want me to roll for that? I don't know what I want to do until if I'm been told I'm given an okay on it or not.
Rule of cool always overrides logic.
Well, what override logic?
Rule of cool. If it looks cool, then allow it.
Okay. So I grab both of them and pretty much smash them together. For killing damage or actual damage.
Just roll a strength check.
It's a strength check.
Straight strength.
Let me just get to it. 10.
Well, you murder this one. And it doesn't survive. You just killed 2 goblins by smashing them together.
Oh, thank you, Anthony, for the idea.
This program features real-life events and contains
Okay, so
Take your practice test or no?
innocent.
Test. Nobody said there would be a test.
Tests. I love tests.
you don't know what a test is. Delilah, you're up.
You mean a test of intelligence? Because I'm pretty sure
That hits. Wait, which one are you
Finally,
hitting?
the one directly in front of me.
There are 2.
Yeah, but the one that's right here. Oh, and my shit's white again.
Yeah, no, that doesn't help you. Okay. Yes, that one's DC is 11.
Now my dice are black. Great.
All right, so you roll 4 and you roll 7 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, doesn't die, but
And then
damage.
my bonus action is Tunnel Fighter. Move if you want to.
How do I get rid of what I drew? Oh,
Yeah, just hit Control Z and it should get rid of them. All right, so the other goblin is going to hit you, Delilah. $20.
Yeah, that hits.
$8 damage.
Max damage.
The two aren't anywhere near each other, so I don't know why you would lie about where it was shot. Hey, what's up, Mike? What are you doing? I am looking into a deer kill. So the
All right, Asriel, you're up.
Telling people in our
thank you.
Is he dead yet?
These are some beefy ass goblins.
Was an 11 hit. 11 damage.
You mean the ones I just smashed two in their faces in at the plus? It's only a 10.
Dealt 19 damage. Still not dead.
Brian, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
You hit him with a 18.
Oh, yeah, that hits. That kills it.
All right, it's dead. Yeah.
That will be the end of my turn.
Octavius, you're up.
Good luck, Octavius.
In southern New Hampshire, Lieutenant Bill Boudreaux, Officer Eric
11 does hit that one. Yes.
On Facebook.
Well, that's New Hampshire.
Dies a screaming death.
And it's also hunting stuff. Be posted so like other older hunters can see
Yeah, you never know. Like, there definitely are some like younger people
that have
that
Facebook
have
pages.
Facebooks and use them.
Let's see who's been damaged.
Do you know where the tree stand is?
Alicia's up.
I wish we had like a dog or something.
I think these two goblins are still fresh. Nobody's actually attacked them.
Are you talking about the two next to you?
No, the one next to me is dead. The one behind me is alive, and the one to Octavia's in front is alive as well.
And
And
two
Alicia rushes over to you, Octavius, and just slams her hand into your back and casts Cure Wounds into you. At second level. It almost knocks the wind out of you how forceful it is, but then almost immediately your lungs refill with air as your body feels better. Roll. Oh yeah, 1 sec. 18.
Somebody else and sitting on that stand, or you just never know. So then just go in. Good girl. Good girl.
Anyways, you probably heal everything you got.
From his door,
Next up is the goblin. Seeing it probably not going to end well, it's absconding off the scene. Ross, you're up. The only goblin left alive is one by Delilah.
All right.
It's 30 feet away from you.
I'm gonna see if I can't stealth first so that I can try and murder this one without him knowing either.
You're gonna sneak up on the one that's left.
Of course, why not?
Roll an attack. All right. Roll. That doesn't even hit.
I've just.
So you're denying take this back to the kill site, right?
So, Promuth, you're up.
I'm gonna try intimidation real quick to scare the goblins staying.
See if you refuse to take him to the
I
kill
don't think
site.
that goblin can leave because it's too close to Toki's character.
Or in this case, intimidate it to give up fighting. By like yelling at it.
Another pogo.
Well, or I can throw one of his friends at him, since I probably still have him in my hand.
So, you actually gonna do anything, or you just?
Yeah, no, I'm just.
He's just gonna debate for now.
You like puppet talking with the two dead corpses in your hands?
Puppet talking with two dead corpses. You can really be fun. Yes, you should.
I just imagine like Promuth, amateur ventriloquist. Like you can still see his mouth moving as he's like puppeting the mouths open and close.
It doesn't intimidate the goblin, it just confuses him even further.
Yeah, no, it's like it transcends intimidation and it's more just like, what the
But I got a natural 20
The
intimidation.
goblin's less concerned with its own safety now, more concerned with his sanity.
Yeah, Delilah, you're up.
So did it work? Did I at least intimidate the goblins not fighting anymore?
It's not his turn yet, so you don't know.
Yep. Yay, I'm confused, as always, so nothing new.
That misses barely.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Whatever that is. I think it's a 1d8.
Yeah.
That was a D6.
Now does it hit?
1 sec.
Oh, I was gonna.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Oh, darn, I was still hoping to intimidate the goblin.
Right? Takes 9. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
The goblin's still alive.
It uses disengage as a bonus action. Gotta run the hell away.
So it's successfully disengaged from both of us?
Yeah.
That's nice. At least one of them gets to tell not to screw with that group in case there are others nearby.
And they come back with hobgoblins.
I don't think even hobgoblins want to get involved in whatever corpse-related bullshit happens. Even the hobgoblins would look at this situation and be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, you guys also realize, hey, Ross is just standing there. So, Alicia kind of, who's hurt?
Oh, okay.
Delilah sits down and starts eating food.
Alicia just comes over and like puts her hand gently on your head and gives you
I'm just gonna start poking around and see if they have anything worth anything.
I want to investigate the fucking leader.
I check the 2 bodies I haven't of anything loose, if anything.
The hunter's father advises the
so. Okay, one sec.
Ryan,
What?
let's go looting. I'm poking around looking for stuff on dead goblins.
So, Delilah, you heal 14 points of damage. All right, you guys find collectively
You guys find collectively a bundle of goblin corpses with really shitty weapons.
That I will try to sell to some poor sucker later.
Ooh, I found
you
that.
find one of them. You find a hand crossbow, 30 bolts, a short bow, and 30 arrows. Also, you find 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 scimitars.
Let's
Three-
get to the part that Ras is actually interested in. Is there any gold?
No, there is 5 silver. Granted, most of them was on the boss's body. This one.
You mean one of the ones I'm just shaking right now?
None of them are shaking.
Oh, I'm shaking them.
Oh. No, you dropped them.
Oh. Darn, I was still hoping to actually give them a good shaking. I would say the joke I was thinking of, but I'm not going to say it.
Shake the money out.
Yeah, what are you gonna do if you shot a deer? I have to run home. Crap, I live right down the street. Yeah, you gotta have it on you at all times. You know, yes, I do. A hunter must always have a hunting license on his person when engaged in the act of hunting. That's for 2 reasons: so we can identify the hunter, and a person has to immediately tag an animal.
Well, I'm gonna definitely nab that hand crossbow.
All right, you take the hand crossbow and the 30 bolts.
Because I figured that'll be a lot easier to sneak around and slide a hand.
Yeah.
Places.
So it's funny to notice that these were technically like regular crossbows to these goblins.
But to us, they're just like
it's just a slightly bigger hand crossbow than usual.
And kind of curious what it'd be to me.
Kind of messed up your hunt here. Apologize for that.
And I'm technically, I think, the tallest, one of the taller people in groups.
Well, unfortunately, we messed up that gentleman's hunt coming in here full bore, but we'll try and find it again. Unfortunately, by now.
All right, so you guys throw the bodies in the woods, and eventually all come back to being around the campfire.
Where was Muñeca?
The smell of viscera and intestines beautifully coating the ground. Muñeca also appears again.
Well, now that I know where it is, the guy that's calling in about it, so I texted him back, let him know that we didn't. Whoever it was out here, hopefully we'll keep an eye out. And, you know, the problem is it's just
You've been where?
It's such big areas. You know, I've got 400 plus square miles to my patrol with, so I can't obviously be here all the time. So it's great when the sportsman will come and you give us a hand to kind of help out with kind of keeping an eye out for us. I think we'll just continue on. We'll just
Okay, so there she goes. So is that? I believe, and she turns to you, Ross. I believe the thrown head and body were your handiwork.
Back in Canterbury, officers Town, Matson, and Jones.
Yeah.
You notice he is physically holding back something akin to vomiting.
Ross looks at her. Yeah, I figured it'd make them leave faster. I didn't realize they were stupid enough to stick around.
So,
This will be interesting.
what? Are you willing to take me up on my offer of employment?
What kind of scanner are you in? I saw him going to the clearing and then he came through and he was outside. That's when I pulled up.
Ross looks at her. Of course. Though I do admit I will try to keep the mess making down to a minimum.
I don't expect you to go killing in cities. Please don't do that at all.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
thank
do a
you.
good job of making sure that if anyone gets hurt, it's usually out of self-defense.
So, I can
Anyways, who would like to go and take first watch?
Delilah's already asleep by the fire.
I'll take first watch.
I find it really alarming that somebody who shoots a deer that's over 200 pounds of dress weight would choose to not have it.
No response to that.
Okay.
I'll stay up. With
It's about evening.
Only me.
I would never. See, obviously, I don't hunt. Why I would never think to ask. Why didn't you got him out right here? That's like a total.
Ross looks at him. Oh no, I insist. I'm more of a night person myself, anyways.
Are you?
Or wait, you said it's still evening, so it is still kind of light. Ross just
And
shrugs.
there's snoring coming from Delilah.
Ross just shrugs. If you want to take the watch with more light, fine.
yeah, I'm gonna.
So, okay. Ross, you want me to roll perception for you? What? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm juggling a few things at once. Octavius, you're the only one staying up for the night?
He is. I'm just rolling because I have second shift.
Okay. So, Octavius, you don't see much. Ross, you
I have
see
low
everything.
light vision too. I
Yeah.
see literally everything.
Well, no, you see, low light means when the fire starts to fade, that's where your vision kicks in. But since that's on about 40 feet, you still see about 20 feet beyond it as regular. But yeah, no, I'll still tell you afterwards. But anyways, point being, the rest. Eventually, your watch comes to a close. Who's next?
I guess I'll take next watch.
All right, Promise, roll perception.
Okay, just let me get my sheet up again because it likes to exit out for some reason. Perception, correct? where if I see everything, I'm gonna perception. Do what? I suck.
You're thinking how you can refine that puppet routine. It's like you get distracted thinking, man, I could really make that into a cash grab.
Yeah, I'm not gonna refine that puppet act at all. That was a one-time gig. I don't think I can get away with it again. I'd say out loud to myself. Thinking about how I'm supposed to technically be guarding, like guardian of nature. Yeah. Y'all can hear me, right? I'm not going crazy again.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was.
Heard of-
But yeah, no, you realize over the course of that.
Can we not trust the sneaky snake? The Pesky's hobbits.
Don't mind me, I'm scrolling around again.
Ross is just strolling around.
No, I meant I was literally scrolling across the page and accidentally hit stealth.
Oh. All right.
So I see utterly nothing, as usual.
Yeah, but luckily nothing happens. All right, take a 5-minute break to get water or anything.
I'm good at the moment. Haven't
It's
read
for everybody else.
Yeah, because I have a tendency to like disappearing. Goddamn. So let's just keep playing Mario Odyssey while everyone else.
I'm going to change my kid real quick, but Brian, I just want to ask 19 and 20, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. This will be very nice to deal with later.
Okay, so are we doing? So what exactly did you make my character do last time? Say / do.
He voices wishes to. He bashed the skull in of a scarecrow.
Oh crap!
Voiced
my
his
phone's
concern-
bad.
Yeah, voiced his concerns of wanting to leave and try to figure out more about who he was, getting the approval of the barmaid, of the barkeep, and then he left.
Still not sure we got the whole story just yet.
Sorry about that. My phone was dead. You were saying, Brian? Or hello? Oh crap. What the heck? You were saying my phone decided to die.
Oh, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
No, like what happened last time when you took over from me with.
You bashed in the head of a scarecrow. After that, Alicia offered to hire you guys as bodyguards. You expressed interest to wander the world, trying to figure out where you came from, or find more of your past. The barkeep gave her approval for that one.
Okay.
And that's about it.
All right, you didn't. That doesn't sound too out of character for my character.
And we're sleeping, and people are watching.
Oh, I had to go change my kid real quick.
Well, you didn't miss anything because we're all just sitting here in the fire.
I'm actually. Nope. Let's not make. Must not say a joke. Say a joke. Yeah. Wait. It was. There was a moon there. No sense to me.
So far, I'm really enjoying this character, even with all of his really shitty stats.
All right, so out of the cave and into the whatever the hell beach. This character's getting angsty. Angsty.
Brian, in regards to that thing that you just sent me, take a look at my character's feats real quick and you'll realize why I asked.
Ooh.
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah, there's a reason I picked that background. It's so useful in so many scenarios.
You know what feat I should have gone for was grapple. Because I seem to be doing that a lot more than anything else.
All right, so next day, morning comes. Everybody feels pretty good.
Should we roll to wake up? Who wakes up first?
Nah, you all kind of wake up at around the same time.
Ew.
All right, so
Brian, I heard you chuckle inside just now.
yeah. I'll explain to you after the game why this is so damn funny to me.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious why it is funny. What is so funny?
I just, after the decapitation and everything, I sent Brian a message that I think he just noticed where I said I was a sneaky, sneaky snake.
Let's get naked.
So have we started walking yet?
And we're walking, and we're walking, and we're seeing a monster attack, and we're walking again. I can make that joke.
Where's the dawn in all this?
All right, so Octavius, you wake up. You feel pretty good. Feel real nice. Okay, so Alicia's woken up before any of you, and she's already eating. Somehow she got eggs and made an omelet for herself.
Can I do a nature check to make sure they aren't anything from nearby? Or
Sure.
Can I do a check? Yeah. Just make sure she's not eating make sure she's not eating the eggs of some poisonous creature. Back with my nature check.
Just trying to make sure that she doesn't offend me by eating my offspring or something that I may be related to.
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely not poisonous. You also notice that there's like a griddle on over top the campfire with like a yeah, it's basically just like a slab of stone. She woke up pretty early because she's jewelry like a whole hot skillet thing here.
I first question why she's eating eggs in the middle of the forest, or other animals could possibly retaliate against her.
Amazingly delicious.
They were fairly small eggs.
That's how you survive.
New Friar's Delights. Indulge without all the guilt.
George woke up in pain, but he has plans today.
All I know is
Go ahead, my bad.
all I know is they were fairly small birds, and the mother and father were both dead. Might as well let the death of others benefit yourself. The cycle must always turn.
I understand the belief of a god, but it's super dark and super depressing, let's say, right there.
To each of their own. I made more for the rest of you. You woke up. You notice there's like a small basket with eggs that she has in them. It's not so much a basket as like an emptied out bag that she's carrying.
Yes, please.
Anyways.
Ras is going to look at her and try and somewhat politely ask who she worships.
Oh,
Hey, Martha.
Drothan. Out of death?
Here for a second.
Just kidding.
Why do you ask?
Just curious.
Eggs?
Yes, please.
She cracks two open and put them on the skillet, and there's a tss. You really don't remember the last time you've eaten a hot meal.
As she's doing that, Ross is going to start like whistling.
You like start whistling a little bit of a ditty.
I wasn't expecting it. So then, of course, they cut to commercial immediately. After the car rolled.
Octavius, yeah, you wake up and she's making eggs.
That
And there's
Delilah is
whistling
drooling
that
over.
apparently somehow challenges your sense of being.
Azrael and Delilah, you wake up. Muñeca is nowhere to be found.
She'll turn out sooner or later.
Delilah stands up and shouts into this, bring the gun next time.
That was your
Yeah,
job.
Hey,
Can't
I
you-
didn't pack. She did.
Can't see if there's a lantern nearby. So that means that explains her disappearance.
So wait, just to clarify out of character, you guys have a living puppet traveling with you? Okay.
So, and it's the doll from. I can do better than that. I say in character.
What is that?
I will crush
All we
that
hear from
horn.
off to the side is a lot.
I.
Sound like somebody just rage quit Discord.
Okay, so
No, I'm
the
about
rest of
to.
you get
Automatically thinking, do I go right? Do I hit my brakes? Do I go left?
I
Things happening in milliseconds. You know, and I decide to turn left. And
the rest of you all get a breakfast.
you know, it really is slow motion.
Fairly nice one, actually.
It all speeds up and
I keep taunting Octavius about his terrible horn playing.
luckily, the HP is the dump truck.
Yeah, Octavius, it's an off morning for you.
Brass is just gonna finish his whistling politely.
So, Raph, I turned to Raph and say, hey, do you want to join in? Let's get you all fun.
That horn doesn't suit me.
All right, so either way, after our vicious mocking of Octavius,
When the barbarian cast vicious mockery.
Oh God! Wait, a barbarian could do that?
No.
Well, wait, I'm a druid, not a barbarian.
Either way.
I just have a barbarian tendency.
I mean, let's face it, you've been acting like a barbarian this whole time. You've picked up one person by the head and you've been throwing people around.
Yeah, no, he's just a really buff druid.
Apparently.
Well,
You rolled-
in magic,
He
he
is the antithesis to you. Where you rolled really low in random stats, he rolled really high in random stats.
I also have a natural proficiency in athletics, so
Nice.
like I was intentionally trying to make like the weirdest, like the weakest character ever for this class, but I've accidentally made it way too strong.
He's like, I was going for what you got, but instead I got OP.
Yeah. So either way, I'm kind of curious how Octavius reacts to all of this mocking from me.
He's more trying to protect his horn from Delilah because she will crush it if he keeps playing that crappy.
You're gonna have to buy him a new one.
I
I can get a horn from anywhere.
All right, so
doesn't make it any better.
you guys want to start off for the day?
Yeah, I want to
Start
get
up.
to town. I have business to do.
I want to, and I want to go to a tavern.
Eric, you're just lucky this isn't one of my campaigns. You're still publicly banned from taverns.
Yeah, no, that was one character, and that's just because I wanted to.
Yeah,
At least
no, you were
one.
sufficiently screwed up with that character too well.
It was just I was screwing up, trying to screw up. That's exactly what I was going for. I'm not that I'm not that normally.
I know you're not like that normally. The issue is you were too productive. I don't want to risk it happening again.
Only we do that campaign again, it will happen again.
So he's past his
All right,
Yeah.
so
but he's still under.
I'm gonna have to tell you the story when me and Anthony are gonna have to tell you the story after the game.
Under reputation is actually a
So either way,
Guys, make another day's worth of travel.
Who shot the deer? Who registered it? Where was registered?
I'm gonna roll performance. Just try to lighten the mood from goblin murder to something brighter.
Roll in with you.
Okay, so
Roll performance or roll what?
200 miles south in Hinsdale.
Oh, never mind. I tell a joke, trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
Well then.
I did. That's exactly what I was. How does it work? How well does it work?
Pretty enjoyable.
Damn it, now I'm rolling like Mark.
Oh,
But yet it's still slightly better than what the bard did this morning.
oh God, that is.
He's like, I need a different instrument.
Good job. You slightly like to ignore Delilah.
Yeah, no. Now you've matched somebody else, but you're still.
I'm not even trying to. I told a joke, not a song. Calm yourself, boy.
all right, so guys pass by a few sights along the way. A deer running through the woods.
Running away from our loud ass party.
that deer heard the party coming and was like, hell nah.
No.
What? Not.
Guys eventually come to another clearing. Night. Things passed without much interference that day.
With Chase ATMs.
Who wants to
Let me
take first
guess.
watch?
On the go, all with the tap. No card.
I guess I'll take first watch since I took second watch last night.
Chase. Think more once you
All right, who takes second?
I guess I take second.
Try to
Third?
make up that really pathetic.
Yeah, and who takes third?
I'll cross to take third.
Wait.
I only need 4 hours of sleep,
Oh, yeah, your race.
and I'm better at seeing at the dark.
All right, so Promise, roll D20.
Already on it.
Yeah, roll perception.
18. I don't see everything, but I see a lot of stuff.
You see quite a lot, but nothing sticks out to you.
Bob's from Sanchez Footwear has partnered with Best Friends Animal Society. Every pair of Bob's you buy.
For the most part, the night's fairly silent so far. It's nice, it's peaceful.
Bob's for Dogs Footwear from Skechers.
Azrael, you're up. Roll
call
2 perception checks.
With this.
Save the Pop-Tart! Dude, my mom's gonna kill me!
More for your thing.
All right.
And here's where we shrink the biggest names.
About halfway through your first watch, you'll look up and see what looks like a shooting star.
This isn't permanent, right?
Just
Myself stronger.
All right,
nothing strange about it, just shooting star.
give me a minute because I'm going to start cooking.
Visit att.com.
You guys can keep going. I'm just telling you I'm not going to be able to respond for a minute.
All right, so
Pieces in cups. Man, we're
it's
killing it over here.
really nice. Just a pleasant night, really.
Reese's.
Second watch, something's creeping at the edge of the woods.
Xfinity Home connects you to total home security from anywhere, and it protects you with our 24/7 professional monitoring. No
I like that.
You have to worry when you're away.
The tent. We forgot the tent.
Well, almost never.
Nah.
Simple, easy, awesome. Hey, look, it's on the tent.
Somebody around here.
Find our demo
Something around here.
in the store today.
The Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe invites you to Dogs and
Oh,
Commerce Art Project, featuring colorful
I sniff the air and see if I can smell anything. Brian.
Okay. Yeah. There's only 3 watches to the night.
He woke me up and told me the thing about the thing creeping around the edge of the camp.
It's a wolf. It's got a dead rabbit in its mouth.
It's just a hunting wolf.
Alright. Just let it be.
He rolls back over and goes instantly back to sleep.
Yep.
Out of the cage. All right, not a cool guy. How'd you get out? I don't know how he got out. How's the cage is not open? Come on.
All right, so
No, you don't. Come on. No growling. Come on.
you guys wake up in the morning.
How did we get out? No.
Alicia's. Yeah, and Ezreal, you did go back to bed at some point because Alicia leaves you of duty. You wake up and there's some kind of meat on a spit roast over the fire.
Conservation Officer Eric Hannon was transporting a pair of confiscated raccoons to a local rehabber. Well, we almost lost him. He got out of the cage and was in the truck looking over the
Is she cooking again?
Been losing.
Food.
Absolutely.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
No.
I'm starting to think you don't need bodyguards. They just kidnap around TV for fun.
Ross just looks at her. If you keep providing, I might become a convert.
But he can climb and he's in a good weight.
Mm-hmm.
He's certainly not unreasonable, but he could be an educational disorder.
Mhm.
If you find any place we could go.
All right.
What do you think?
Did you hear what I said, Brian?
No, I didn't hear it. Can you say it again? Might not have picked up.
Ross looked at her and was like, if you keep providing food, I might become a convert.
Well, the church is always accepting new members. Here we go. She actually slices off and gives you a sizable chunk of meat for that comment.
Their living conditions. Those animals that were not taken care of. As stupid as selfish, ultimately it's not fair to the animals and it's illegal. Appreciate you taking them off our hands for now. Yes, to be continued.
She's eaten meat herself.
Let's go see what you did. 200 miles north in Coldbrook.
You guys eat a pretty hearty meal full of pretty hearty meal.
Check to see if the deer has been rescued.
Did you really just say that?
Well, one of you actually ate the heart, so yeah.
Was it me? Because that seems like something Ross would do.
Actually, she split the heart with you.
Yo, I'm starting to really get concerned about this priestess.
That's normal trees.
What? She just likes protein.
I got a quick question. If a slip came in for a Nelson.
Have you
If it means killing things to get it, then so be it.
No. I'm with them on this. She is actually like surprisingly capable so far.
Considering she nearly obliterated a goblin, yeah.
I'm a little worried that she doesn't. That she just keeping us around for eye candy or something.
It's at that thought that you feel like a set of roaming eyes. You look around but can't find anybody.
Alright, we're gonna pull in, this kid's gonna be here, we're gonna stuff a frozen deer into my
And I go back to my worry about looking like being eye candy for some weird ritual.
All right,
Between
so
a mouthful of food, what do you carry? You're getting paid.
I have standard,
Yeah. Mm.
and most of them require actually having some self-respect for myself.
What's self-respect to gold? Everybody has their price.
Yeah. Either way, how much farther do you think till the next town?
Couple days on foot.
yep. Well, unless one of you wants to try to apparate a horse.
Apparate a horse.
Point being, you guys keep moving.
And when you're still not around.
You guys pass the occasional carriage heading. You actually get passed by a single carriage that stops, and it's an older guy, a bit portly, with a bit wide-brimmed hat on his head, crossbow set to his side. He actually stops when he notices all of you walking. You guys need a ride?
As long as you aren't planning to do anything funky with that crossbow.
This is just for the wolves, or anything else that gets a bit too handsy. If you want to ride, it'll be 6 silver.
I don't know my actual gold count right now.
I know 5 silver.
Azrael holds all the gold for me because I lose shiny things often.
Alicia herself actually pays the silver.
That's what I wanted to do.
She just looks back to you guys. Well, everybody in.
Yeah.
Alicia sits next to the older man. The rest of you sit in the back. There's a few other supplies, and there's actually 2 other people as well. The cart was actually fairly big. It's about
how tall is the cart? Is my question.
8 feet.
Okay, I can fit it in there with a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta hunch over a bit, but
is it wooden or is it got like the canvas top?
It's just wooden with it has no top. It's just wooden. Most of the stuff's like tied down with rope.
He's talking like merchant cart.
Essentially, yeah.
I guess I'll just lay down on the floor then. Fuck it.
You just lay down on top of the crates.
Mm-hmm.
Damage anything and you're paying for it.
You have all my gold, so.
I got some bad news for you. You're still under revocation in Vermont.
Coming out of your paycheck.
Conservation Officer Glenn Lucas of Vermont Game Randy Hazard questioned a hunter.
Octavius, why do you keep playing your horn? Shooting your own horn, by the way. We really need ambient music now of all time.
And Alicia actually strikes up a conversation with the older gentleman. It's like, so, where are you all headed?
I have no clue.
Just
Neither
checking.
do I.
We're not exactly sure. Where are you headed? Well, I deliver to a shop. I deliver to a shop in. 1 second, God. I deliver to a shop in Iceflow Bay. Got a pretty good deal with some of the fishers. Recently, the trouble with the clans further up north have kind of dried up the beef trade. So,
Wait, which clans are we talking about? Asking. I asked, which clans are we referring to when we say that?
The pack, just in general. I don't really pay much attention to that kind of news. All I know is that some kind of trouble that's been happening up north near the capital and a few of the other cities has caused any major imports of beef to start becoming scarce. Or at the very least kind of slow. So, sorry, Necro, what was that?
Are there any UFOs?
Any what?
UFOs.
I don't know what in the non-hills you're talking about, but no, I don't remember seeing anything like that. Or hearing anything like that. Anyways, I guess I can take you there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. I always live by the philosophy, help others when you can. It also doesn't hurt that you were willing to pay. Though I would have offered without money anyways. But we'll be stopping up ahead. There's a campsite with a stream so I can water the horses. Poor girls have been walking because I've been making this trip non-stop from Storms Bay. They've been going at this for a while, and
Brian,
yeah.
Quick question: how cold is it where we're at? Because you're making it sound like we're like pretty far up north.
We are.
You're in the Northern Kingdom. As a Yanti,
is it starting to ice over? Is my point.
There's like a light dusting of snow.
Oh.
It's sort of like fall.
I do, because he's technically, if you think about it, Yantis are part human, part snake. That's how they were created.
Technically, the purebloods are warm-blooded.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some downsides, like if I wanted to role play it more, I'd probably take a level of exhaustion whenever we're in cold places.
Oh no, you just want to try to find a coat. I wouldn't say exhaustion. You'd more just take a penalty to any kind of perception.
Well, no, Brian. The reason I say a level of exhaustion is because snakes hibernate during the winter.
Yeah.
So he would be getting more sleepy as it gets colder.
Matter of fact, you guys all get a pretty good rest on the cart. Anyways.
In Manchester, New Hampshire, Conservation Officer Chris McKee and biologist Pat Tate are responding to a call about a bear.
Okay, I'm going to remain silent the entire time. We get too far to ask a question. Pull out my talisman I keep on me. Ask the merchant, do you recognize this at all?
there's no place for him to run except for streets and houses.
Did y'all hear what I said?
According to the security cameras in the area, the bears were
Brian's doing something.
They finally got tired, decided to climb a tree and take a nap.
Okay.
Manchester is the
Wasn't sure if I was speaking too fast or... Actually, I probably was speaking fast. I think I'd try to deal with another day.
Brian.
Yeah, sorry.
He asked the guy about the talisman.
Definitely not city made. Not made by those mages either. I had to guess, say one of the clans made it, but I couldn't tell you which.
Oh, thank you. Like, more information than any of these, lovely folks gave me.
Delilah's keeping an eye on the other two passengers.
The half-orc is as well, keeping an eye on all of you. The other one's a fairly smaller individual.
Please don't tell me this half-orc's a barbarian.
Right, so... don't mind those two. Yeah, picked them up back a ways ago. Said they were going as far as the capital for some reason, but I only go as far as, and I'm only going so far. So just giving them a ride half the way. The Oxy said, "It is appreciated, though. Thank you." No problem.
What just happened?
The orc. He mentioned that the other two, an orc and a rather small individual. They're wearing a cloak at the moment, so you can't tell who or what they are.
Do they smell human?
One's half orc, and your senses are kind of overwhelmed by the meat. There's a lot of meat.
She's slightly drooling.
Yeah, it's like you had to wipe the drool away from your mouth a bit.
No.
I wasn't gonna take anything.
Knowing you, we probably established the entire thing.
Yes. What's it to you? No. We were invited, though.
By whom? May I ask?
Not sure.
No experience with canine work. This will be my first.
Everybody was
We're gonna try to put them to the test.
Just so you know, Brian, I apologize if I'm getting a little too creative here.
Yeah, I'm not getting my normal amount of creative because
That's all you get from it.
I wasn't asking to check right now. I was just asking if it was a possibility for later. Since
No, yeah, it is, and
climate.
it is, and what you get is it's definitely alive. He's not just carrying around a corpse in a cloak.
My question is it bigger than the cloak or smaller than the cloak at all? Because I should be able to tell at least that much.
It's no. All you really get is it's alive.
All right.
I look at the orc very untrusting way. before just going
Well,
back to whatever I was doing, sitting there. Or,
yeah, you were just contemplating things. Guys eventually get to the campsite and everything starts settling down. Guys get off the carriage and he feeds the horses and he allows them to get some water. Rest of you start.
can I challenge this orc to arm wrestling contest?
Sure.
You, I say, pointing at the orc. Do you want to beat the boredom with me?
Why not?
All right. I find a barrel that's could be like stable enough for both of us to if we did accidentally almost throw the other person to the ground, it wasn't going to break underneath us. Set it up.
All right.
Or putting my arm down, ready to participate in a friendly competition.
Back in Manchester, biologist Pat Tate prepares a tranquilizer gun in order to remove a bear trapped up in a tree.
They're trying to scare us by like a bluff charge.
So we're both going to roll strength.
This is a very
Yep.
crucial moment right now. Very, very.
All right. I'll roll strength right now. So it's nothing's up. 15. So I have to get higher than 15. 13. That's a close match. I'm happy with that.
Actually, it hasn't ended yet because if it's within 2, it's not ended.
Oh, really? Well, you
The
rolled
2 of
again
you.
then.
He's slightly beating you, though.
Alright. I am back.
Welcome back, friend.
I had to move my kid from her high chair back into her little play area,
All
where
right,
she is
so
currently banging 2 plastic bottles together.
23. Still within 2.
You're starting. It's right about dead center again. Keep going.
I failed critically.
It's at this point that you helped him throw you.
Oh,
He's gonna have the Monster Hunter Lost animation where you go flying like 2 feet away.
You actually get you get thrown to the side of it, and you roll a good half foot.
I get to my feet laughing before like holding out a hand. That was a good match.
Has anyone asked about his companion yet? Or are we all just glancing at this person without saying anything?
Well, I'm not gonna.
Occasionally, you see like a little hand that's covered in bandages dart out to grab some of the meat that's in front of it, and just like bring it back, and you hear this go as it like eats it.
I'm just gonna ask. Since we're all kind of staying here together, who is? What is your companion exactly?
Companion is companion.
So I assume we all noticed the bandages, right?
Knocks it forward.
Get extra, get extra. When you bundle your auto and home insurance with insurance, you can save with their stable deductibles. So if you confuse the
Wait, the meat is free to eat?
No, don't eat the meat.
Ras is going to turn around to look at the driver and ask him if he has any furs for sale. It's getting a little cold for the likes of me out here.
1 sec. Come with me. I think I got something.
I'm just gonna say this. Come, let me embrace you in the warmth of my body. I say to Ross.
No
Kind of-
thanks.
I will stab you both.
Stab him for me while I go buy these.
Okay, that was terrible. I'm sorry. I will never do something like that again in this roleplay. I
Okay,
don't mind.
what are you looking for?
I need a nice coat.
What are you buying?
I should have something back here. Ah, here we go. He throws back a.
Brian, I want to be that sketchy now.
He throws back like a decent sized coat. It's like not the overcoat you're looking for, though.
How warm will it keep me though?
It's a fairly nice. It's like a fairly thin coat, one that can be worn in almost any setting.
I'm gonna ask him. You don't have anything thicker than this?
Pulls out one that's almost as tall as you. This is pretty thick.
How much?
3 gold. The guy who sold it to me said it should be. It's special in some way. I don't know.
Deal.
You give him the 3 gold, and you get a very nice coat. It's like almost a king's cloak. It's like it. It's sort of like a king's cloak. It's got like a little fur trim at the white fur trim at the bottom. But it's like it's also like an actual coat. Like there are sleeves and such. There isn't a hood, sadly, but it does form like a nice cone around you.
That's fine by me. I don't need a hood. Ross has nothing to hide that he'll let you see.
The rest of you watch as Ross walks back with a very nice coat on him. Ross, what you didn't notice was that the coat sort of shrank to fit you.
That's fine.
You didn't notice because you just saw him walk back with a really cool looking coat.
I'm just waiting for like one of the larger people to ask to try it on now.
Oh, you want me to do it, don't you?
I don't know. I'm just. Is it something your character would do? Just, that looks really comfortable. Let me try.
I mean, I'm actually kind of comfortable with cold as it is, so. No, it's not really something my character would do because, like I said, I'm kind of comfortable and cold as it is.
Then don't bother with it.
But the cool, could that outweigh the logic of it? No, it couldn't.
Magic.
Everybody's but magic. But your character wouldn't ask for that coat. But magic.
But the shiny things, Anthony. The shiny thing.
My character is just fine with the coat that she has.
I'm going to ask, did you steal that coat?
Why would you assert such a thing? Of course I paid for it. 3 gold for the damn thing. Supposed to be special somehow.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have thick magic.
I'm just gonna. I mean, I could do an Arcana check if that would work, but I'm not sure.
Identify. All you gotta do is reach up and touch the coat, and it'll tell you what magic effects are being on the coat. He's just said it was special. I mean, did he let you touch him? I don't know. You're the one that
quite contradictory to that, Toki. No, I didn't let the barbarian touch or the druid touch me.
Barbarian.
No,
flinging people around.
No, Octavius, the bard, he has identified, but he wants to touch you.
No, don't let the
just
bard
sounds
touch
bad.
you. He wants to get in bed with you. Don't let him touch you.
See, now you're just making things weird. Sure. Just make sure I give it back quick. It doesn't agree with my blood.
Let me hug you, friend.
He casts identify on me. Yep, that's a snake person.
Yeah, okay, so you guys want to settle in for the night?
They cast identify on the coat.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Didn't catch that part.
Sheesh.
Was looking, yeah, no, the coat really isn't, it's weird. It's sort of magical. It's really just, it's like the enchantment's so damn mundane, it really doesn't even register for a second. It's essentially just one that allows the coat to fit who's ever wearing it. It doesn't require any kind of attunement or anything.
Flavor texting. Yay.
It's a good thing it only needs to fit one person then.
It's got to be a person.
Right.
It can fit anything up to a large humanoid.
So I have a question, Brian. If I hand it to somebody else, ask them to try it on, and then take it back but don't put it on, does it stay the same size?
Yes.
I'm going to look at one of them, and before I go to bed, I'm going to look at the tallest person in the group and be like, here, put this on for a second.
Okay. You hand it to the orc. The half-orc, because he's about 8 feet tall.
All right.
They can get up to 8 feet, can they?
Some of them can.
The point is, you're way taller than I am by a good 3 feet.
Okay. He puts the coat on, and it grows and shifts. It's like, it fits him very well. It makes him look really nice.
All right, now hand it back. I'm going to use it as a blanket.
Okay. Is it back? And the coat functions very well as a blanket.
You had no clue where I was going with that, did you, Brian?
Not really. I thought you were going to make it to be like a tarp or something. I don't know.
No, I figure it's a real thick fur coat. If I just have them enlarge it for me, I can use it as a blanket whenever I want.
Okay, that's kind of smart.
All right, so
buying a blanket, I have the world's best resizable blanket / jacket.
All right, so So who takes first watch?
I vote the serpent's blood or whatever takes first watch.
You want Ross to take first watch?
Only because I'll take third this time. Because I would take watch.
Ross, you kind of swaddle yourself up into like a little cocoon with the blanket.
All right.
I see nothing but blankets.
The majesty of this blanket is too much to ignore. Ross just settles in. Yes, this is great.
Yes.
just full comfort. Doesn't even care about hiding what he is anymore.
Tongue slips out and everything.
All right, so you're really just excited about the blanket you have, though you do realize that you accidentally put it on sometime through the night, and it shrunk back down to your size. Granted, it nearly brushes your feet.
Oh, come on.
No, I've been watching. I haven't seen any fish get caught. I just
You can't put it on if the arms are tied in knots.
I'll keep that in mind for next time.
All right, so Octavius, roll that. You're just really jealous of that damn coat for some reason.
Well, I'm gonna be focused on the code, ain't it?
I want a coat like that.
Coat is love, coat is life.
In Soviet Russia, coat wear you.
No.
In this campaign, code is God, code is life. All right, so I believe I took last watch.
Yeah.
All right, let me just roll my perception. Which I
You're actually joined by the little thing.
yeah. Would this little thing be like small enough for me to like move it if I have to?
If you needed to, sure. It probably wouldn't be all that happy by it.
Okay, I get better perception than everyone else. That's the clean. Okay. What do I see? What happens?
It sees even less. It's
Okay,
more
really
just
want
like
to
you
count.
feel this sort of like sense of these two eyes on you at all times. Whenever you look down, the hooded figure just like looks back, front and forward. It's kind of like this game of you two doing that back and forth.
And I really want my coat. I really want my coat.
I'm ready.
You two are just like, are you looking at me? No, you're not looking at me.
It's like, no, I'm
Are
not
you
looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Just that game of huh?
And during this watch, I asked the thing like, "What are you?" You kind of scare me a little bit because small little things tend to not.
You just
be
hear this
good.
small, like almost a warbly voice. What are you?
Oh my God, it's a
Can I
Cancun.
remove your head? Hood? No. Yes.
No.
Watch out where you throw Kenkus at Eric, Brian. He's not fond of him after the last one.
No. I'm super fond of the last one. I thought that was great.
Okay, never mind. Throw more Kenkus at Brian or at Eric. He won't care.
I love them as long as they're not trying to intimidate me.
How are you? Good. She's gonna have a
Yeah, but I got that. Okay. Got an original thought in your head.
It also has to be a DOT.
I accidentally.
And
say
you
out
actually
loud.
hear this. Yeah, you hear this mimic back. Not an original thought in your head.
So you can go between here and
And
there.
I can crunch your skull just as easily as I can crunch a pine cone.
All right. Have a good day. You too.
You just hear.
I have a question,
No.
Brian.
What?
Does this wake me up at all? These two bickering?
Well,
Or is
considering
it probably sounds Eric bickering at
considering that
himself?
Kenku was somehow able to sit on you without you noticing.
The issue isn't that. The issue is, can I hear the two of them going back and forth?
Surprisingly, no.
You telling me I can't hear
I-
Eric?
He is a gentle giant, as they say.
Yeah,
Damn.
I just like. Okay, I like you.
Point me in the right direction here.
Like
you.
pet the head very lightly.
No.
Okay, sorry.
It's like it starts waving its arms above its head when you try to go for that.
Do I notice that? It's an awful lot of movement.
You do notice something moving on top of you.
I'm gonna roll over.
The Kenku moves with you.
Like, so it's still on top of them.
Yeah.
Do I still notice the difference in weight now?
You notice a bit of a difference in weight, but it's not actually that much.
But I notice it. That's my point, is I notice it.
You notice something's on top of you.
I'm gonna let out a hiss. And not one of them weak ones either.
So what are you trying to do?
Intimidate.
Yeah, no, I'm full on hissing at it.
It's
All right,
awake.
roll intimidation.
It's a good thing that I'm asleep. I have an excuse.
You just hear this sort of mocking tone.
Along with a stifled laughter from me.
Like you notice the thing takes a small like flask out and like sort of puts it inside the hood and just starts like you just
So wait, what's underneath me right now?
underneath you?
Yeah.
The cloak, the coat, and
No. That's you said that I had that on,
yeah, you had the coat on.
but I rolled over. So that'd be on top of me now, underneath the Kenku.
Ground is under you.
Ground is under you. The Kenku's still sitting on top of you.
My question was, is there anything that would be ruined if I started to, I don't know, dribble venom across the floor? You know, that acidically poisonous spray.
Your fruit coat might get ruined. And it's a really nice fur coat.
You don't. My point is, he was laying on his back originally. He rolled over. He's on his stomach. The coat would be behind me. Unless gravity has reversed in this area, the coat should be fine. What I'm worried about is if we're still laying in the cart, am I going to ruin anything in the cart?
We're not laying in the cart, we're laying on the ground.
You guys were like, no, the cart's somewhere else. You guys aren't on the cart at all.
Okay.
You can dribble venom, but all it would do is just melt the ground in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the kid.
Yeah, but I find the thought of stuff being melted more intimidating than that.
So do you try melting the ground?
Yes.
All right, you do. Roll another intimidation.
Well, after that, I'm going to ask Kenku, do you want to come with us, little guy?
It's an investigation.
There we go.
It is a 14.
14.
Okay, so 1 second.
So
you just hear the same hiss.
Back to the conversation we were having. Do you want to come with us, little guy?
I'm about to have bird for dinner.
No. You just hear no.
All right. Your orcish buddy. Your half orcish buddy over there. You all know each other well?
Buddy.
All right. Do you actually get what a buddy is, or is he just repeating that back?
Buddy.
Okay, I'll take the repeating of that as a yes. You know what a buddy is.
This is a good pitch point right here to set up and hopefully intercept him. I like this.
You know your purpose for going to the capital?
It's a little better.
I'm not trying to. I'm just making small talk while we're watching. What is?
Yeah, they're probably headed towards my place, and they're staying at that Coos and Lancaster they said. So that's where they're staying? Yep, that if you went around the door, it's the first one right on your left. All right, thanks, Bill.
All right.
And it's come some morning.
Okay.
The Kenku's kind of sitting. Well,
I swear to God,
From
if
if
he's
you
still
know
sitting
what it
on me,
is.
he'll get shivved.
no, he's not sitting on you. He's just he's sitting by the cloaked figure because none of you guys know what he is, and just
Wait, do I know what he is? Because
you've heard about Kenku. You just know they're bird people.
and that they don't have original thought in their head, technically.
So that's how you got in? You are one skinny dude. I couldn't
Or they? Wait, is that right?
Bird people?
That they don't have a.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
They don't
bird
have-
people.
No.
don't
He was
have
talking
a-
about the whole original, not having original thoughts thing.
No, it's just they can't talk for themselves.
Okay.
They mimic everybody else.
Yeah, 'cause I heard that's the one I kind of got stuck in the head.
So, remember that spiel?
My character knows enough to know that you have to give them some vocabulary they can use.
You're fishing on default. It's a crime, all right? Not the crime of the century by any stretch of the imagination. We can definitely work through
So,
this.
anyways,
Ultimately, it's going to be a pain in your butt now.
where's the Cancun exactly?
Taking you out of the Australia, have a set a court date.
Yeah, where is Feathers McTempt Fate?
Let her know.
You watch as you see.
Right now, if you give me a truck, I'm going to handcuff you, all right? I don't expect any issues from you, right? Arresting someone is never fun for me.
We watch as we see. Focus, Ryan. Focus. We must know what happens.
The little kids are here. I'm going to try and tread lightly and be as respectful as I can be in the situation. Can you put your hands behind your back here? Can I come here for a second? He's fishing under default, all right? I'm going to be
Gotta
taking
walk away
a
from the PT for a
I'm
second.
placing
So,
under arrest right now.
if a roll's needed, Brian, roll for me.
$40.
What do you want me to roll for you?
Just roll whenever I need, whenever
All
a
right.
roll's needed.
So
And
the rest of you guys.
Yeah, he said he's walking away, Brian. So just roll if you need anything.
Sorry, I didn't hear the walking away bit. I just heard the roll for me.
Yeah.
Regardless, you guys pack up and get ready to start moving.
There's a reason these laws are in place, and it's to conserve the resources that New Hampshire has to offer.
You guys move around. You guys keep moving. She made a fair good bit of distance.
17 miles north at Lancaster, New Hampshire.
Get to what's essentially a crossroads.
Two accredited hikers. They're high up on Mount Washington.
And start heading north when everybody roll perception.
All right, I'm back and I can roll perception.
Can you roll for me while I'm making this dinner real quick?
What's going to take?
Okay, it's perception.
Hey, Brian, what time of day is this?
This is like morning.
We cannot talk to the vehicle.
I suck. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm good. I saw a lot more than I saw last night.
Yeah, we literally just woke up, dude. It should be morning.
Do, 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 do.
All right. Well, if you didn't roll if you rolled above a 4, you would have noticed it. But the older man is just, huh? Oh, God, everybody get down! As he jumps out and ducks under the cart. So at this point, you hear a very loud noise, almost like wind rushing through something in the air. So then you see a shadow start to go over you. A very large shadow.
Oh my god, it's a dragon.
Or a rock.
You're this loud. As this large dragon
I knew it.
flies overhead towards the village, towards this town you guys were heading towards. Roll investigation at disadvantage because it was flying like over the sun, so it was like you can't really see it.
I'm going to join that disadvantage roll.
Nope.
Nine.
13.
I'm not checking. If you have low light vision, nothing's worse than looking at the sun.
Well, Azrael, you saw what looked like silver.
Oh,
Though it might have been white. You can't really tell.
aren't they both waffle?
White? No.
Oh. Yes.
White dragons are very feral and territorial.
This might be very bad.
Thought there was some kind of orc clan up here doing that shit.
Yeah.
I never heard of a dragon in these parts. Just, okay, well, there were the rumors, but I didn't think any of them were true. I thought most of the dragons roosted up north. Way up north, if you catch my meaning.
If you catch my drift.
Something might have distracted their habits.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Fuck you. I know.